Yo, 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 welcome back to Cryptoon, where crypto, NFTs, and blockchain are the stars of the show, blending with the real world and the wild Web3 space. Jeremy here, bringing that fresh Gen Z energy with all the crypto coolness.
And I'm Clyde, folks, keeping an ear to the ground for all the traditional tech talk. We're about to wander into some real groundbreaking territory today, touching everything from Sony's smart NFT moves in gaming to the latest from Cosmos and Polygon.
That's right, Clyde. We're breaking down how these tech giants are reshaping our digital and real-life experiences. Ever heard of gaming with NFTs? Or getting your hands on NFT tickets for the Holi festival? Because that's where we're headed.
Sure sounds like a journey, Jeremy. I'm all for seeing how these newfangled ideas stack up against the good old ways.
Buckle up, team. We're zooming through the tech landscape, uncovering the future of digital assets, gaming, and so much more. Let's get this wild ride started. Yo, Clyde, peep this. If you're dropping NFTs in the UK, but ain't messing with financial gigs, you're still going to need to slide into the FCA's DMs, even after they drop some new rules on the crypto scene. It's legit happening, no cap.
Well, that sure sounds like a heap of new hoops for them crypto folks to jump through. Even if they're just peddling art on the blockchain and not dabbling in folks' money, they gotta get cozy with the Financial Conduct Authority.
Facts, Clyde. But check it. Once they kick off this new crypto game plan, just being in the clear for the money moves ain't enough. They're drawing a big old line between the finance hustle and NFT artistry.
Yup, that's the long and short of it. They're saying, NFTs, y'all are dandy, but you ain't fit for the finance rodeo. So them artsy types gotta stay in the FCA's good books, keeping their noses clean from money laundering and such.
Deadass, Clyde. And they're hinting that more folks might need to sign up for this registry party as the crypto world keeps on spinning. Looks like the UK's aiming to herd everyone into a more orderly corral, making sure this digital frontier's got some rules.
You betcha. They're hollering for everyone to toss in their 2 cents by June. Seems like they're dead set on molding the future of crypto and NFTs on their turf.
Yo, Clyde, Ethereum's been straight vibing, but NFTs, they're kind of hitting a rough patch. Like D-Gods, Azuki, Pudgy Penguins, and even the Bored Ape Yacht Club, all seeing their numbers dip harder than my mood on a Monday.
Now ain't that something? Ethereum's climbing the ladder, but them fancy digital art pieces are tumbling down. Makes you wonder what's shaking the tree.
For real, dude. It's like NFTs and Ethereum decided to see other people. Alex Kasasevici's saying, we're eyeballing the first legit NFT bear market, showing they're kind of doing their own thing, separate from Ethereum's glow-up.
And them gas fees on Ethereum, sky high like a hawk on a thermal. That's scaring folks away from trading NFTs, because nobody's keen on spending an arm and a leg just to swap some digital doodads.
Facts, Clyde. NFTs are in a bit of a slump, not catching the same buzz as before. Even the Bored Apes are feeling the chill, with their floor price not strutting like it used to.
But you know, Jeremy, there's talk about utility NFTs getting some love, especially those you can flex in blockchain games. Seems like the crowd's moving away from just showing off to finding NFTs that do a bit more.
Bet. It's all about finding that new heat. And who knows? Once the crypto craze cools off a bit, NFTs might just find their groove again, giving folks a reason to jump back in. VeVe's dropping a whole new digital comic platform, and they're kicking it off with Marvel Comics. We're talking Spidey, X-Men, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, all the legends. And get this, they're doing digital issues the same day they hit the stands, but with some extra sauce.
Wow, that's a smart move, partnering with Marvel. Now, how are they spicing things up compared to just reading on your Kindle or something?
Here's where it gets lit, my dude. VeVe's not just serving up the usual digital vibes. They've got these exclusive NFT editions, too. Different rarity levels, unique numbers, and you can even flip them on VeVe's marketplace. Plus, they're talking about reading these comics in augmented reality. Imagine chilling with Spider-Man popping out of your screen.
Augmented reality, you say? That sure adds a new layer to reading a comic. Sounds like they're aiming to give folks a fresh way to dive into their favorite stories.
Exactly, fam. And these NFT comics, only a few bucks more than the regular digital ones. VeVe's CEO, David Yu, is all about creating a dope experience for comic fans, something that's both fun and easy to get into. And it ain't stopping with Marvel. They're eyeing more collabs in the comic world.
Well, ain't that something? Bringing together comics and digital collectibles with a dash of AR on top. Sounds like VeVe's onto something big.
Big facts. And anyone's free to download the VeVe app on their phone. With Marvel leading the charge, I'm low-key excited to see what other comic collabs they're gonna roll out. Yo, check this out, gamers. Sony's stepping up their game with something they're calling a super fungible token. Imagine mashing up all your in-game swag into one mega NFT that you can flex. Only catch? You can only show off one piece at a time.
Now, that's something. Sony's diving deep into the NFT pool, making it possible for folks to mix and match their gaming gear in a whole new way. One moment you're wielding a legendary sword, the next, you're decked out in exclusive armor, all without switching between a dozen different tokens.
And it gets better, fam. These super NFTs are all about giving you the real ownership vibe. Plus, you can trade them, swap them, and show them off across different games. Imagine taking your epic gear from one game and rocking it in another. Game changer.
Ain't that the truth? Sony's not just talking the talk. They're walking the walk with another patent from last year, aiming to track your gaming highs with NFTs. It's all about keeping those glory moments locked and loaded on the blockchain.
Sony's really out here making moves for the gaming future. What do y'all think? Ready to combine your loot into super NFTs and take your gaming legacy from one world to the next? Drop your thoughts in the comments, fam. Let's get this discussion lit. Yo, Clyde, peep this wild story. Some high-key savvy NFT trader just cashed out big time. We're talking a whopping 13 mil profit from flipping just 10 Ethereum NFTs. They copped these pieces called Autoglyphs back in 21 for like 1.4 mil and just sold them for over 14.5 mil in Ether. That's straight fire.
Land sakes, Jeremy, that there is quite the tale. Them autoglyphs, crafted by Larva Labs, were amongst the first of their kind, using that newfangled generative art on the Ethereum chain. Only 512 of them ever made, using code to whip up art right there on the blockchain. And you're telling me this fella turned a tidy profit near about $13 million?
Facts, no cap. And it ain't just the old-school art pieces making a comeback. While some NFTs have been taking L's, collections like Pudgy Penguin's been hitting different, up 233% since the start of the year. Seems like there's a whole vibe shift with peeps diving back into the NFT scene.
Shows you the digital frontier's full of surprises. Them autoglyphs turning into a gold mine for some and bringing folks back to the fold. Makes me wonder what's next for this ever-changing world of digital art and collectibles.
Right? It's all about keeping an eye out for the next big thing. This whole saga's lit. Proof that the NFT game still got plenty of juice. Let's keep our ears to the ground, Clyde. Never know what opportunity might yeet its way into our laps next. Yo, peeps, check this out. For Holi, the Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation, IRCTC, is going full digital and introducing NFT tickets for the Tejas Express. Bet these aren't just your average tickets. They're blending the old-school festival vibes with some slick blockchain tech.
From March 20th to April 2nd, if you're hopping on the Tejas Express trains to Delhi, you're in for a treat. These NFTs ain't just digital keepsakes. They're your ticket aboard, showcasing the rich culture of Lucknow and Delhi with some fancy sketches.
No cap, it's a smart move. These NFT tickets are going to be legit, authenticated on the blockchain, ensuring everything's on the up and up. Plus, IRCTC is teasing us with some sneak peeks on X, though they're keeping it low-key on whether these digital gems will cost extra.
Partnering with NFT Trace, they're putting these ticket sales on the Hyperledger blockchain. Means your ticket's secure and traceable, cutting down on them ticket forgeries and such.
And get this, industry heads like Sumit Gupta from CoinDCX are standing this move. Says it's a big win for digital assets in India. IRCTC ain't new to this game either, having dropped NFT tickets for Ayodhya trips before. Hikey, This could change the ticket game for the massive daily bookings through IRCTC.
Right you are, Jeremy. With the whole nation eyeing that new digital rupee, this NFT ticket stunt could be the start of something bigger. And for those crypto enthusiasts, there's chatter about Mudrex bringing US Bitcoin ETFs to Indian investors. Times are changing, folks.
Dead. This is lit. Can't wait to see how this all plays out. Stay tuned for more tech mashups and traditional twists. Bet this Holi's going to be extra colorful with a touch of blockchain sparkle. Yo, have you caught wind of Canto's latest move? They've rolled out this epic update called the Cyclone stack. It's all about amping up their game and making things run smoother, especially since they're gearing up to hop over to the Polygon scene. It's pretty lit, not gonna lie.
I reckon this Cyclone stack must be quite the tool. What with them fancy upgrades they're talking about? Callisto, Calicor, and Elara. Sounds like they're set on making things faster and more efficient, which is always good news in my book.
For real, it's gonna be a game changer. Plus, they're making sure everything vibes with the Ethereum virtual machine tools and apps. That's major, considering EVM's the brain behind running all those smart contracts and stuff.
That does sound like a big step forward for them Canto folks, making their platform more inviting for developers and users alike. Innovation's the name of the game, and it sounds like they're planting their feet firm on that path.
Oh, and get this, Canto's not just stopping there. They announced they're leveling up to become a Layer 2 blockchain with Polygon's tech. After they get their Cyclone EVM all set, they're planning to use Polygon's chain development kit and some ZK Prover magic to keep things tight and secure. It's pretty wild, huh?
Sure is, son. Moving to Layer 2 with Polygon's backing, that's a big leap. Shows they're serious about supporting those decentralized finance apps and making sure their network is solid as a rock. The future's looking bright for Canto, no doubt about it.
And just like that, we're at the end of today's tech trek through the bustling world of blockchain and the vast universe of NFTs. It's been nothing short of lit, uncovering the latest in crypto, right, Clyde?
Indeed, Jeremy. From the cutting edge to the cultural shifts, we've had ourselves a real adventure. It's fascinating to see how these advancements are tweaking the fabric of our daily lives.
No cap. It's a wild time to be alive. Whether you're into digital art trading or gearing up for the next-gen gaming wave, the future's unfolding right now. Thanks for hanging with us, and don't forget to smash that like, share, and subscribe button for more episodes where tech meets tradition.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Keep your eyes peeled and ears open for what's next. Till then, we'll be keeping it real, exploring the digital cosmos and all its wonders. Catch you on the next one.